Okay, let us start the solution. Okay, so first one, d1 equal to b square 2b whole square, b square minus 4ac, so which equal to 16b square minus 4c plus 4. Yeah, and now d2. So d2 equal to b square minus 4 c square minus 4 into 4 16 into b minus 1, which equal to c square minus 16b plus 16. Okay, this is equation 1, this is equation 2, d1 d2. Yeah, and now we have to calculate d1 plus d2. We have to calculate d1 plus d2. So d1 plus d2 is equal to, so 16b square minus 4c plus 4 plus c square minus 16b plus 16. Okay na? And now from this 16b square minus 16b. Yeah, okay na? Whatever this is 16, okay na? 16 plus 4 20 na? Yeah. So I will write constant at last. Next plus c square minus 4c plus 20. For b square. Okay. Yeah, so this one 2b whole square, not 4b whole square. Yeah, 2b whole square, which is 4b square, which is 4b square. Yeah, so 4b square, which is 4b square. Yeah, and now 4b square minus 16b. If you take common 4 here, so what you will get? B square minus 4b. So a square minus 2ab plus b square 10. That means you have 4 plus c square minus 4c plus 4. Is it okay? I split this 20, 16 plus 4. I wrote 16 here. Okay? 4 here. Now what about this? 4 into b minus 2 whole square. 4 into b minus 2 whole square. This is the first one. C square minus 4c plus 4, which is nothing but c minus 2 whole square. Now, what can I say about this one? 4 into b minus 2 whole square plus c minus 2 whole square. Okay, now d1 plus d2 equal to this one. Okay. Now, so what about the value of this one? d1 plus d2 is equal to this one. So d1 plus d2 is greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0. Quickly, 4 into b minus 2 whole square plus c minus 2 whole square. Okay na? So what can I say about this one? Is greater than or equal to 0 or less than or equal to 0? Yeah. Okay na? So greater than or equal to 0. So greater than or equal to 0 means at least one of them is positive. So that means what is the conclusion? The conclusion is at least one of the quadratic equation, at least one of quadratic equations has real roots. Okay na? So it is greater than or equal to 0, because suppose if b equal to 2 and c equal to 2, then it becomes 0. Remaining case, since it is positive, it is greater than 0. So therefore, it has at least one of them has real roots. That is the solution. Clear? Is it okay to everybody? At least one of them has real roots. Okay. Okay, so I will give one more problem regarding these note points. Okay, so the problem is x square plus px plus q equal to 0. Okay, and x square plus rs plus rx plus rx plus s equal to 0. So these two quadratic equations are given. X square plus px plus q equal 0, x square plus rx plus s equal 0. Two quadratic equations are given, and the condition is pr equal to 2 into pr 2 into q plus s. pr equal to 2 into q plus s. Okay, then what can you say about the roots of the quadratic equations? Okay, here p, q, r, s are the real numbers, and it satisfies the condition pr equal to 2 into q plus s. Then what can you say about the roots of the quadratic equations? Okay, so from this d1, so d1 equal to b square minus 4ac. So from this d2 equal to b square minus 4s and r square minus 4s. Yeah. Now calculate d1 plus d2. So d1 plus d2 equal to p square minus 4q plus r square minus 4s. So this is equal to p square plus r square minus 4 into q plus s. Okay. Now this is equal to p square plus r square minus 2 into q plus s. 2 into q plus s. 2 into q plus s. Now this is equal to p square plus r square minus 2 into q plus s is nothing but pr. A square plus b square minus 2ab. Okay na? So that is equal to p minus r whole square. That is greater than 0. d1 plus d2 greater than 0. Yeah. Sneha, both are real or imaginary na? d1 plus d2 greater than 0. When it is possible. Sneha, d1 plus d2 greater than 0 means if sum of two numbers positive means sum of two numbers positive means at least one of them is positive. No need of both are positive. I gave example now. Suppose d1 equal 7, d2 equal to minus 4. Then d1 plus d2 is 3, which is positive. Is it clear, Sneha? d1 plus d2 greater than 0 means at least one of them is positive. At least one of them is positive. Okay na? So at least one of them positive means at least one of the quadratic equation has real and distant roots. Therefore, at least one of quadratic equations has real and distant roots. Real and distant roots. Okay. So if P, Q are not equal, P and R distant numbers, then strictly greater than 0. P, Q are distant numbers, then strictly greater than 0. So real and distant roots. Okay na? Suppose the quadratic equation ax² plus bx plus c equal 0. Okay, so this is the quadratic equation. Now, if b equal to 0, so what can you say about the roots? If b equal 0, what can you say about the roots? Anybody? If b equal to 0 in this equation, then what can you say about the roots? Quickly. In this quadratic equation, if b equal to 0, what can you say about the roots of the quadratic equation? Yeah, sum of roots 0. Imaginary na? Samata, not imaginary. How can you say imaginary? Huh? Samata, think like that. If b equal 0, then ax square plus c equal to 0. So x square equal to minus c by a. Don't think this is negative value. Don't think this is a negative value. Suppose c is the negative. Suppose c is the negative. Okay na? Then minus is positive. If a also positive, then this total is positive. Then you will get real roots, not imaginary roots. Okay na? So b equal 0. B equal 0 means sum of the roots. Suppose the roots are alpha, beta, then sum of the roots alpha plus beta equal to 0. Sum of the roots is 0. Okay na? So sum of roots 0 means then beta equal to minus alpha. The roots are alpha minus alpha. Sum of the roots 0 means the roots are like this. So the roots are equal in magnitude but in opposite sign. Okay na? The roots are equal in magnitude. Okay na? But opposite in sign. Is it clear? Alpha and minus alpha. If b equal 0, then roots can be taken as alpha minus alpha. The roots are equal in magnitude but opposite in sign. Okay na? Fine. Now coming to second point. Is it okay? Clear? Yeah. Okay, suppose if c equal 0, if c equal 0, if c equal to 0, then what can you say about the roots? If c equal 0 means the equation becomes ax square plus bx equal to 0. At least one root 0. Not at least one. See, at least one root 0 here. One root must be 0. Not at least one root 0. Kiran. At least one root 0 means what is the meaning? At least one root 0 means quadratic equation, two roots na. So at least one root 0 means 1 0, one root 0, at both two roots also 0. But is it possible both two roots 0? Okay. So x into ax plus b equal 0. So x equal to 0 and x equal to minus b by a. Okay na? Here I gave only c equal 0, not b equal 0. Okay, if b also 0, then both roots are 0. Okay na? Kiran? At least means, at least one means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, anything. So at least 1 0 means one root 0 or both two roots are also 0. There is a possibility. But here only C0 means the roots, one of the 0 must be 0. One of the 0 must be 0. And other one is Sneha, one root 0 and other sum of the roots. So one root 0, another one is minus b by. Oh, so this means sum of the roots are no, don't think like this. So of course this is the sum of the roots, but this is minus b by a, the root value minus b by a. Don't say like that. Okay now. One is 0, one of the root is 0 and another root is minus b by a, the value minus b by a. Of course it is sum of the roots because one of them is 0 means sum of the roots itself is a minus b by a. Okay na? Fine. Okay, next point. If A equal to C, what can you say about the roots? If A equal to C, okay na? The A equal to C, then what can you say about this? So when the relation between A and C is given, you have to think about the product of the roots. Yeah, very good. Very good, Uday Kiran. Reciprocal roots. Okay na? So A equal to C. So the product of the roots alpha into beta equal to C by A. A equal to C means 1. So alpha into beta equal to 1. So that means beta equal to 1 by alpha. Okay na? Beta equal to 1 by alpha. So that means the roots are alpha and 1 by alpha. The roots are reciprocal to each other. The roots are reciprocal to each other. Okay na? Fine. Okay, next two. So fourth point, A greater than 0 and C greater than 0. A less than 0 and C less than 0. So what can you say about the roots? A greater than 0 and C greater than 0. Or A less than 0 and C less than 0. So what can you say about the nature of the roots? So both positive or both negative. So Uday Kiran, don't confuse. See, when A and C given, you have to think about the obviously product of the roots. Okay, na? So product of the roots alpha beta equal to C by A. C by A. Okay, na? If A greater than 0 and C greater than 0, then this is greater than 0. Yeah. And if A less than 0 and C less than 0, then also if A greater than 0 and C greater than 0. Okay na? If A less than 0 and C less than 0, then also C by A is greater than 0 na? Okay. So in that case, the product of the roots positive. So both are positive or both are negative. Okay, so alpha greater than 0 and beta greater than 0, or alpha less than 0 and beta less than 0. Okay, na? So both are in the same side. Okay, na? So both are in the same side. Okay, so good, Vade Karan. Next. So next case, A greater than 0, B less than 0, C greater than 0. A greater than 0, B less than 0, C greater than 0. Okay, na? A greater than 0, B less than 0, C greater than 0. So what can I say about the roots? Okay, na? Otherwise, another case also, A less than 0, B greater than 0, C less than 0. So what can I say about the nature of the roots? Okay, na? So A greater than 0 and C greater than 0 means the product of the roots alpha beta is greater than 0. C by A, which is greater than 0. Okay, na? And now one more condition is there. This one B. Okay, na? So what about the sum of the roots alpha plus beta? Alpha plus beta equal to minus B by A, na? Minus B by A. So B less than 0. So minus B positive and A already positive. So this is also positive. So product of the roots positive and sum of the roots positive. Okay, na? So product of the roots positive means both are positive or both are negative. Here both are positive or both are negative. But sum is greater than 0 means at least one of them is positive. But here already we have condition both are positive. So here also both must be positive. Both must be positive. So in this case, what can I say? Both roots are positive. Both are positive. Is it clear? Not same. Both positive, not same. Both. Say same means both are negative also there. Okay, na? Now coming to here. In this case, both positive, not same. Okay, na? Same means both are negative also. But here both are positive. Now coming to here, alpha into beta equal to C by A, which is greater than 0. So both are positive or both are negative. Now alpha plus beta equal to minus B by A. So B is positive, minus B negative, A also negative. Okay, na? So this is greater than 0. Okay, na? So that means both are positive. In this case, okay, na? So in these two cases, the roots are positive. A greater than 0, B less than 0, C greater than 0. Or A less than 0, B greater than 0, C less than 0. Okay na? So in these two cases, both roots are positive. Both roots are positive. Okay na? Yeah. Is it clear to everybody? Okay. So sum product of the roots alpha into beta, C by A, both are positive, so greater than 0. And sum of the roots alpha beta equal to minus B by A. So minus B is negative, A is positive, which is less than 0. So which is less than 0 means in this case both are positive or negative. In this case at least one of them is negative. Okay na? So here both are positive or negative. One of them is negative. So we have to take both are negative. Okay na? Both are negative. Both roots are negative roots. Okay na? In this case also alpha beta equal to C by A, so which is greater than 0. Alpha plus beta equal to minus B by A. So this is less than 0 because minus B is positive, A is negative. So less than 0. So both are negative roots. Is it clear? Okay na?